Hi, I'm Charlotte, and welcome to Married.Single.Divorced. I'm here with my besties.
Hi, I'm Larissa, and I'm married.
And I'm Fern, happily divorced.
And by elimination, that makes me your single girl. We're bringing the group chat online and showing you behind the scenes of our very different lives.
We're confessing intimate thoughts, making jokes at our own expense, and proving life isn't all glossy Instagram feeds.
Our goal? To show the messy, funny, unfiltered side of marriage, motherhood, dating, and everything in between.
Coming up this week,
Quite a lot of people passing us are like, oh my God, is she okay?
Talks about how you can't ruin friendship with sex. It's like trying to ruin ice cream with sprinkles.
Those tits.
she had it. She was holding it in her hand, and I whacked it out of her. I was like, it's raw.
Okay, everyone, welcome back. It's been a minute, it feels like, since we've recorded.
Feels like it's been forever.
I know, and I don't even think it's been that long, but hopefully that'll give us loads to talk about.
Ooh, all the catch up.
So who wants to start with what they've been up to this week?
I don't mind.
Go on, Fern.
I've been on my date. Deleted Breeze, by the way.
Oh,
yeah. Not the one for me. Can't be bothered trying to have to get into town and all that. Not for me. Pay my money, stressing me out. So I went back on Hinge, didn't I?
Oh, yeah.
And I was thinking, I think Charlotte, your story inspired me a bit to just be a bit more maybe of a player. I don't know if that's the vibes I was
I don't know if that's the vibes I wanted to give that episode, but okay.
Well, you were giving player vibes, so I was like, maybe I could be a bit of a player.
Do it.
So I was more focused on people that were a bit more maybe what's the classic term? Short term, open to long.
Yeah.
Is what it says on the.
Oh.
You're not allowed to just say short term, I think. And I think you kind of just belong to them. But anyway.
Casual is what we're saying. Casual Tuesday boyfriend.
Exactly what I'm looking for. So, match with this guy. His picture was he was Italian. He had almost shoulder length hair, bit of a beard going on, and a half topless picture. I was normally would be put off by the topless picture, but I'm a bit maybe this is the Tuesday boyfriend. Cool. We match, and he had really blue eyes, so I just sort of said wow to the eyes. And his response was, wow, that smile. And also, I don't know if I can say it.
Yeah, say it.
Charlotte can say it for me.
Those tits.
To which Hinge popped up this message that was are you offended by this? We've noted some behaviour which may upset people. Let us know if you're not okay.
I find that crazy that the app is
must just have obviously body parts on there. And
I feel like it's picked up on something someone sent me before as well.
I don't really like the word tits.
Well, you forgive him, when you're a bit giddy. And I was I was brilliant. This is exactly the vibe I'm after. Let me know. Do you always work on a Tuesday? He was like, I do. And I was well, it was nice. So he just kept their messaging there and a bit no, I was just being really forward and can you be free on a Tuesday?
You know what you want? You may as well find out what the boundaries are before.
Yeah. What's the point in getting me a pen pal?
Yeah, exactly.
No. Anyway, so he keeps messaging, talks about how you can't ruin friendship with sex. It's like trying to ruin ice cream with sprinkles. And I was I hate sprinkles.
I beg to differ.
I know, but sprinkles are disgusting.
I know sprinkles, but you can't ruin friendship with sex. But yeah, I fucking hate sprinkles too.
Anyway, it got a little bit juicy, and then I was a bit right, maybe I could make this work. And he was I would like to meet you. So I was right. So text my mum, what are you doing Saturday? She was nothing. I was maybe. And she's obviously listened to the podcast. So now I'm Mum, maybe got a date. Would you have the girls? She's yes, absolutely. Where are you going? When? Who is it? Have fun, live your life. She's great.
This was Tuesday, wasn't it? I saw your mum on Tuesday. She's Fern's got a date. I was I know. You think you're first to know? Get in the queue behind me.
So yeah, I said free Saturday. He was perfect. Where would you like to go? We could meet in town, and then maybe if things go well, come back to mine. Ooh. Or I could come down. He's I drive. I could come down over your way and see how things go. Cheetham Hill. I was that's a dodgy.
She's not going to Cheetham Hill. That's all she's saying.
Yeah, dodgy move from, like, just moved from Italy as well. I was like, dodgy move to go from Italy to Cheetham Hill. I'm sure there's dodgy places in Italy, but...
If you don't know places, you don't know where to pick.
It's also very close to town.
Yeah, so maybe he thinks it's ideal. Anyway, so I was like, what a gentleman.
Well, you know what we should have? We should have little red flags that we
should.
can just wave.
I love that.
We
Someone
should.
can craft some red flags for us.
I'll get
And
kids to
green.
do it.
You never know. We might actually have green flags at
Yes,
some point.
maybe. Anyway, so Saturday I was like, right, we could meet in Stockport. I'm thinking, like, don't come to my house, but we could meet somewhere locally to me. I can just get the train into Stockport Town Centre. There's like a place called the Produce Hall. It's just got like different food vendors and a bar. I was like, dead casual, perfect. He was like, sounds amazing. So I was like, perfect, right, here's my number. Just text me. Gone.
What is wrong with people?
This literally happened to one of my friends from Salsa. She had this date lined up with a guy on a Wednesday. They were going to go for food. They were going to go to the cinema. Yeah, they'd been chatting on and off Hinge, blah, blah, blah. Tuesday came, unmatched.
Yeah.
What?
Just
unhinged.
literally.
It shouldn't be called hinged. It should be unhinged. The people on here are unhinged. Like, I can't believe I've never made that connection before. But why is it called hinged? Because people are unhinged on the app. Like,
Why would you bother?
That's what I
investing
mean.
that much time? So just be like, see ya.
So
is
I've
there
had
a club that they're like,
Yeah.
let's see how long we can play this one for?
Yeah, so
It happens all the time.
I was thinking, like, I've had loads of things where you like match with someone, mainly on Tinder, and they're like, oh, here's my number straight away, add me on WhatsApp. And then they try and like send you links to like buying gold and like stock stuff. So there's
Or
like
dick pics.
scam stuff. Or yeah, Charlotte's experienced that one.
Have you?
Yeah. Ooh, got a little folder. If you want.
Why have we never showered to see this folder?
Just had to delete it to get memory on her phone.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
No joke. I don't know. She probably still got it. So yeah, I was just like, I don't get this. I'm like, I'm not overly bothered. I'm not like in my own head about it. I'm just like, what a strange move. Like, who sat there getting some sort of satisfaction? I'm like, do you actually have a girlfriend and they found out, or were you
Bizarre.
just
Man
doing it
enough.
but didn't actually want to meet up? At which point I'd already said like, cool, you're not free on Tuesday, I'm out, and he
Yeah.
kept going.
Just be man enough to be like, not for me. Bye.
But at what point, we're talking less than 24 hours from matching, deciding on a date, and poofing into thin air? Crazy.
Bizarre. Ridiculous.
Yeah, so anyway, that was my little snippet of the
Oh.
week. I mean,
Juicy, but
yeah,
not.
Sad ending.
so sad. Right, go on then. What's anyone else been up to?
Charlotte, how's your week been?
It's been okay. I feel like I've had a lot on. I did make the decision this week to can the holiday with short shorts.
Oh, what made you do that?
I listened back to the previous episode and I was like, I can't go away with him.
Mm-mm.
It's just not right. Like, I just don't, like, I wasn't looking forward to it, realistically.
Yeah.
I just was getting on edge about it and I was like, as much as I want to go and I want to have the story and I think it'll be fun, I don't want to go.
Yeah.
So I made that decision to cancel the holiday. And then later in the week, I was like, we got a time out on this. Like, vibe's not there. Distance is too much.
I feel like you tried that in the conversation of saying no to the holiday, saying the vibes weren't there, but I don't think he quite got the picture.
No, he didn't. So I sent the message about the holiday and I was like, you know what? I'm just not feeling the vibe. I don't want to go to the Netherlands. I've cancelled the ferry. If you still want to go, then you need to book it and do your own thing. And I thought like I'd covered enough bases in that.
You thought you'd been quite explicit.
Nope. Oh, that's fine. I think the weather would have been cold anyway. Are you still off that weekend? And I'm like, yes.
But not with you.
yeah.
I'm
So
finding this sad.
it took me a couple of days to like pluck up the courage. And then there was a Saturday morning. I was like, I've got to do it. I'm feeling it. I was on my way to college and I was like, I'd been on the phone to Fern and I was like, I just need to get on with it. So I just said, look, I'm not feeling the vibe. It was fun, but enough. Like, I'm done.
Yes.
Peace out.
It's run its course. Like, it
Yeah,
is what it is.
I think I said that it'd run its course. It was fun while it was fun, but there's just too much coming back and forth. And he's like, yeah, you know what? Distance is a thing. I do plan on going to Canada.
He was nothing but nice. Hey, we'd wave our little green flag.
Yeah, he was
that
so
was so
nice. Like,
I
just
equally
never-
don't think he was super upset on the other end of
No,
that.
I don't think it came as a massive surprise. And yeah,
Took it like a man. Well
Yeah,
done.
Very
Yeah.
mature.
Well done, short
End
shorts.
of,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yeah,
Cool.
big change this
Right.
week. Well, not big change,
But
No
one thing off
messages.
your mind, that's good.
Yeah, because I think it does occupy my mind more than I like to give it credit for. So that's done. No more
Right.
holiday to look forward to in a couple of weeks.
A bit of time, maybe? Is that good?
Yeah. I'm behind on college work, so I do need the time.
Nice. Good for you.
Yeah. What about you, Larissa? What have you been up to?
I've been signed off by my surgeon.
Yeah.
Oh, I was
God.
like, I was thinking
off.
sign
Sign
of
off
work,
from
and I'm like,
what?
sign off by.
By dot dot dot. No, the surgeon.
Oh, nice.
I had my.
Did you just
yeah.
look at your incisions?
He didn't. He just was like,
Oh.
"How are you feeling? Have you had diarrhea?" He's a really nice guy. Showed me pictures of my insides.
Oh, yeah, you forwarded them. And I was like, Charlotte, I think I was on the phone Charlotte at the time. I was like, Charlotte, are those Larissa's insides? And she was like, I don't know. I can't look. Now you've said that.
Yeah, I did the same to my sisters without context, and one of them was like, "Sweet Jesus, you need to warn me before you send." I just
Was
find
that
it
the
fascinating.
non-GP sister?
Yeah. I find it fascinating. I was just like, wow.
I mean, elements of fascinating, yeah. But also, I was just like, that's your actual insides.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. I love it.
She just showed me a picture of her liver tonight, and I was like, oh, that is a good-looking liver.
Yeah.
It's so...
Larissa's liver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
I know. That was like, he commented and he was like, "You've got a really healthy, lovely liver." And I was like,
Some part of me's feeling I'm looking good at the moment then.
she says, covered with 4 scars on her tummy from the. No, but it was like great. It was like it was like a huge chapter, and then it says poof, gone.
Yeah, again, just poof
Yeah,
into
no,
you.
life is wild, isn't it?
And how are your scars?
Fine.
Fine.
Itchy, because you know it's like that scabby,
Oh,
like
that-
oh. But fine, just life moves on.
Oh, well, all good
Fair
news
play.
there,
Oh,
though.
that's good, though.
Had a celebratory Chinese meal.
Oh, did you go to your favourite Chinese?
Yeah.
How was it? Did it live up to all your
I've
expectations?
been feeling ill. I've been snotty and like
Since the Chinese?
No, just
Oh.
I was feeling ill before when we went to the appointment. Like I was like, I've got to go because this is like the sign-off appointment. Then I was like, I just want a broth. I just wanted like a hot soup, and then it wasn't really like the deep fried Chinese. Charlotte just wanted a broth.
Well, that's something I'd say. I'd be like, I just need something soothing.
Just a clear. Just
Yeah.
wanted like a clear, nice broth. So it wasn't quite the extravagant deep fried bonanza that I was.
But that can
hoping for.
come, yeah?
Yeah, that's
When you're feeling better.
I feel fine. Yeah. Basically.
Okay, so this week we thought we'd play a little game of Never Have I Ever. Are you ready?
With tea, with cups of tea.
With cups of tea.
I keep
can't
looking
reach
at my
mine.
cup of tea on that table being like, I just want it to come to me. Can I reach for it? Am I going to knock something? Am I going to make a noise?
Let's pause and reach for the tea.
I'm back. Got my cup
Okay.
of tea.
Cup of tea.
That's not going to fly.
Okay, so I guess we each just ask a few Never Have I Evers. If you've got a bit to add, let us hear it.
Yeah, go on then. You starting us off.
Okay, let's start with like an
got a
easy
little
one.
cue card. You look like you're him off the TV. Graham Norton.
Yeah.
TV.
There, the little post-its.
I love the way you use a man. You look like.
You look like him.
Do you know many female British talk show hosts?
Oh, I was just going to say Claudia Winkleman.
Did you watch Traitors?
I've not even
No,
started
I've
it
not
yet.
started it. No.
Let's start with some easy. Yeah, nothing
Go
too
on
deep,
then.
nothing too juicy. Never have I ever fallen asleep somewhere I shouldn't have.
Yeah.
What?
But like, what's weird about that?
Well, I don't know. Is like what could be weird. Like,
Well, I I used to sleep in the lobby of the hotel that my friend used to work in.
You didn't work there.
No.
It's giving homeless vibes.
Yeah, and when I
Why?
think about it, because I used to work split shifts and I couldn't be bothered walking home in my break. So maybe I'd
Oh,
have...
is this when you're in Canada, like up a mountain?
And it was only like a 20-minute walk, but like 20-minute there and back in the snow can be a lot.
Did no one ever just be like, excuse me, you okay?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
Hold on. How private was the lobby? Was there like little nooks where you could snuggle on a couch or?
Not overly. My friend was on the front desk, so she'd be like, yeah, I guess she'd be like, I know her, don't worry. But
I know, but some hotels would be like, well, we don't want that look.
I know. I can't believe we got away with it for so long.
It's weird.
It is a bit weird, isn't it?
Also, that you could sleep in a hotel lobby, like, reliably.
Oh.
You can sleep anywhere.
Oh, I
feel.
could close
know.
my eyes and be asleep here, yeah.
I'm not
I
even
don't-
a nap person. That's
No,
like...
I'm a vulnerable. I'm like, I have to be in a safe space.
Oh, I remember
Oh,
when
no.
we were flying back from... I wasn't with you, but I was flying back from when we'd been travelling with boyfriend at the time. And we had like a long layover in Dubai or Abu Dhabi or something. And we were so tired. And I remember like we obviously had like passports on us. So we just like slept on our stomachs with like the valuables underneath us. On the floor, because all the airport, you know, when they have all like the railings, so you can't
Yeah.
even like lie on the seat. So it was just like bag next to us, like on our stomachs, on top of like our money and passport.
Like basically nothing. Your dirty rags from traveling for 6 weeks. Primark clothes.
They're fine, they can be stolen, but don't take the passport that I need to get home.
I've done that when I'm really, really jet lagged. Like I remember I was with my eldest sister and we'd done a tour, like a coach trip, like a hilarious,
Love
like
it.
aggressive, like, you know, like you've traveled thousands of miles in like 10 days, one of those bizarre, like pre-organized things. And I think we were in Chicago and we'd been traveling for like 20 hours. Neither of us knew what was going on. Again, nowhere to sleep. So my sister just lay fully on the floor, just in a through fair. It was like a really odd place, but she was like, I'm so tired. And she was like, just stroke my head. So I was stroking her head, and like this woman, like quite a lot of people passing us, are like, "Oh my god, is she okay?" I think they thought she was disabled or something. I'm not quite sure. They were like, "Oh my
Or maybe
god."
like high
Chicago
on something.
famous for like people off their face on drugs.
Well, that's maybe
Possibly.
what
Oh, I don't know. But they thought that we were both unhinged. I was just there, kind of rocking, like stroking her head. But I've done that quite a lot through tiredness, not
Like-
through choice. Like not through a Charlotte sleeping.
Can't bother walking up to
Yeah.
my bed. I'll just lie down in this lobby.
Oh, I can sleep anywhere though. It's a skill.
Oh, okay.
Right, anyone got another one?
Go on then.
Never have I ever dated someone I know was bad for me.
I mean, it's like you're setting us up here. I'll just say, obviously, the divorce. I knew very early on, not good for me. So don't feel like we need to say much more on that.
Oh, but we so do.
Oh, yeah.
What's his face? Yeah, I probably feel a bit the same about
It was
that.
like Charlotte coming off the back of the last episode.
Yeah.
I know. Were we even dating? That's the thing. He'd say no. Society would probably say yes.
Oh, I mean, what is like dating doesn't have to be like, oh, we're girlfriend, boyfriend, or we got like you were having a regular relationship with someone.
Yeah.
You're dating them.
Yep.
When Charlotte hit us with one.
Oh, never have I ever been on a date and wanted to escape.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So obviously,
Larissa's like, no, I'm an angelic.
No, because I haven't really dated, I'd
Okay.
say. I've had like awkward dates with like probably Mike actually. I was like dying. I was like, this is awful. But not because of necessarily
not him, just
him,
the whole
just
situation.
yeah, just like a
I'm
really
done.
contrived like.
Yeah.
No, mine aren't that juicy.
Go on then, Fern. Yours sounded juicy.
Yeah, after my divorce, obviously I was living with my parents, which actually gave me the most free time like I'd had in a long time. So as long as I put the girls to bed, they were obviously happy for me to then like go out. And the first person I went on a date with, there was all the pictures on his profile, and like he'd rang me and we were talking, and you know when you're just like, oh, this feels great and like really good.
Oh, talking on the phone.
I know, I never used to talk on the phone.
Wow.
So went and met up with him. Now, all of his profile pictures are not profile pictures, like on his dating app, very much mouth shut. And now, thinking about now it triggers me when I see someone else's dating profile and they don't have anything of their teeth. I think I know why you've
We're
got
getting
your
our
mouth
paddles
shut.
out. It's a red.
This happened to one of my friends.
Yeah,
when he turned up with a girl and he was like, wow, there was just so many teeth.
Yeah, so
She was like a shark.
rows and rows of them. Yeah, his at the front were all like in and lots of them. And you know, when like someone's, I'm like, I can't stop staring. I couldn't stop staring.
Oh, no. It's giving rats.
And it's that where you're like, at what point can I just like leave?
Oh.
What is the point where you leave?
I don't know how to do
Is it
that.
Alison Roman or somebody? She's a TikToker and she's like, I went on a date with a guy and he stopped asking me questions.
This was funny.
She said something like, I was asking all the questions. And so
I remember it. No, what she said was, I was asking him a question like, oh, do you have any siblings? He'd answer and he wouldn't ask her. So she would just tell him. She'd be like, oh, I have, but even though like he'd never asked the question. But then she was like, so she just stopped asking questions. She went and they sat there in silence for like 4 minutes. She went, I'm just going to go.
Yeah. Bizarre.
I think that's what you've got to do. Like, I wish I had the balls to do it.
I think it's that. I'm too polite and like...
I could never do that.
Well, especially when it's someone I don't know. I'm like...
it should be easier if you don't know, I think.
It should be, but...
I went on a date with someone, I was like... The vibe was off in the place.
Oh, I remember this.
So nice. Yeah, when he free, cool, booking here, let's do this at this time. And I was like, perfect. Turn up, the bar was really quiet.
Oh, no.
I don't think I was drinking a lot at the time. I drove into town. We had a drink. Like, this cabaret started. It was too loud. And I was like, wow, what's going on? And I just wanted to leave.
Where were you?
Fitzgerald's.
Fitzgerald or Fitzgerald. It's a cool bar.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Like, I didn't like the table. Like, I felt really uncomfortable. Like, it was like a booth. But you know when the booths are like, the table's really close to you?
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not getting the vibe here. And I just was like, I want to go home.
It's awful because...
And he's like, shall I walk you back to your car? And I was like, leave me alone.
But it's that, isn't it?
2 legs.
Yeah, when you just like, I don't want to be rude here, but I'm just done. And it's not even like that it's anything really bad, but you just feel really uncomfortable in that situation. It's nothing they've necessarily done. There's just not the vibe. Or
and
something you're not attracted to.
And you're feeling awkward because you know you want to do it, I think.
You know you want to leave.
Yeah.
But then, can you imagine if someone did that to you? Like, that's what kills me off. I'm like, okay.
But
so
I'm great.
I got a review on a Google review today that said, I am the vibe.
What?
So,
Really?
A work
Yeah.
Google review.
No. What? I left a Google review for somewhere. I was like, vibe's always great. And they were like, yeah, that's because when you're there, you bring the vibe. And I'm
I
like,
love that.
that's so nice.
damn straight.
Sorry,
That's
I
really
missed it.
good.
I was like, what?
I know. I was like, you can leave Google reviews on people.
Yeah,
That's like that's like breeze.
that
Which,
is.
by the way, I found out obviously after having been on the date. So what it asks you as like the review on someone is like, all it says is this person okay? And it basically means like, are they not horrible and a weirdo and nasty?
Okay.
And then you get like an extra like symbol next to your profile as someone swiping to basically say someone's been on a date with them and they've said they're
It's a bit
okay.
like a blue tick.
So it's not a review, yeah.
Okay.
Like, is this person who they said they are?
Okay.
Do they turn up?
It's a verification.
Yeah.
It's a safe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay.
Go
Never
on
have
then.
I ever had a full breakdown in public.
I mean, I didn't know what this question meant. Like, what do you mean by a breakdown?
I guess define a breakdown.
I
I've had
mean,
so
I would
many.
say, yeah.
I'm
like,
emotional.
yeah. I think that. Like, full emotional tears. And I mean, I just do it at work all the time. So, yeah, loads of people. I'm now known as, like, the crier. So,
Oh. Yeah, at least you've got a.
it's very supportive.
catchphrase.
Yeah. So I was like,
not
oh,
the
Fern's a
bitch.
crier. Fern's a crier. I'm like, I am. I cry in the doctor's office. I don't know if it's as much public, but I told you I cry everywhere.
But yeah, have you had any screaming like ah?
No.
That's what I would consider a breakdown.
That's what I would consider a breakdown, which I've never had that, but I've definitely cried in public.
Oh, yeah. I don't think it needs to be screaming. I feel like just like not being able to just quite control those emotions.
Oh, I remember
That's me
doing
all the
it.
time.
I remember doing it in the doctor's surgery in Australia. I was like, I need to see a doctor. And they were like, there's not a doctor available now. And I just cried. And they were like, what's up? I was like, I'm just poorly and I want my mummy and I want to see a doctor. And they were like, we've got one for you here today if you go home and come back. I was like, thank you.
The worst is if you do that and then nothing comes of it. Like, after I had my first child and I'd had like query mastitis, like they didn't know what was going on. I was trying to breastfeed. And I called the GP and I was like, I need an appointment. And they were like, well, we don't have one available. I was like, I've got a 5-day-old baby that I can't feed. So I don't really know what you want me to do here. So they're like, okay, we'll bring you in. I remember bringing Mike and he was awkwardly sat like on, you know, when they have the beds, the exam
in the doctor's room.
Doctor's surgery, sorry, in the exam, in your room.
Yeah.
God, the bed. And I was sat there and then I think it was a junior doctor and she was like, can you get undressed from like the waist
up?
So so I can waist up. So I can examine your breasts. I was like, absolutely fine. So there's me with my oversupply. So she obviously had to take my bra off. I literally was just pouring milk. Like and I could see it, just the panic. She just didn't know what to do. So she was like grabbing paper towels and I was like trying to hold on like the breast pads. And she was like, I'm going to try and examine. Obviously, she like pushes my boob, just squirting. And she's like, I could see her face like dying. I was just crying, just in tears because it was so painful. Just like, what is going on? And then she was like, I'm just going to go and I'll just have to get like someone else like more senior. There's me with 2 paper towels just stuck to my boob, just sobbing. Mike's awkwardly there, like holding our baby, like not knowing what to do. And I'm obviously like super vulnerable, just like awful. Like, I'd say that was quite a breakdown.
Yeah, and it's that, isn't it, where you're just like, I can't, like, there's tears and then there's can't everything. Control, and that was
get yourself under control.
That was when I got the counselling session at work.
Every cloud.
Yeah. Go on, hit us with another.
Well, I saw this one, but I don't know. Never have I ever lied in a job interview, and I haven't. That's what made me pick it.
I am a terrible liar. Like, I always just assume someone would catch me out. Like, so I just don't. Like, I find it really hard to lie. Like, on a date, I can evade the truth, I think, of like, how's this going for you? Are you getting the vibe? I'm like, yeah. But I don't like go over the top and be like, yeah, I love it. Like, I can't quite say no on a date. But in something like a job interview, I'd be like, but what if they know I didn't do that?
Yeah.
And then like the thought of being caught out scares me way more than like the impression I want to make with the lie.
Yeah, I've never lied in a job interview.
I don't think I've lied. I've embellished. Like if someone said, oh, how many times have you done said event? But like, yeah, quite a few once, you know, like, but I definitely have experience of something.
Yeah.
But not
full on.
Like I'm pretty sure, could be making this up, but I'm pretty sure one of my sisters said she spoke Chinese in a job interview and they asked her.
Full on. But that's what I mean. And then someone on the panel starts speaking to you Chinese and you go,
yeah,
not that one.
And
the other
she's
Chinese.
Like, I'm just very early stages. I think she was probably like Duolingoing. It's like she was that person. Yeah. I've never done it.
Oh my god, that's a big one to lie about.
I remember just going ni hao or
Is
something.
That Chinese?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because he's konnichiwa and that Japanese.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever she did, it was like one phrase, and I was like, oh gosh, pretty sure that was her. I'll have to fact check that one, but yeah.
No, but that's quite interesting.
You got one for us?
Never have I ever got the giggles at the worst time.
Well, you must have done, Larissa.
Yeah, this must be you.
So many.
I do it a lot. I do it a lot at work. We obviously did it a lot at school.
Oh,
school, yeah.
Always.
What I think is really horrible is like at school being shouted at. It wasn't that I was like, that was just a manifestation of sometimes it was like an awkwardness, a nervousness or whatever. And you remember you just getting someone then like
being like, why are you laughing?
Yeah, it makes it worse. But yeah, grandma's funeral.
Oh, yeah.
one of the worst. Me and my eldest sister, we just locked eyes. It was like, oh no, you could feel it happening. But then, you know, when you're smothering a giggle and you're like,
Yeah.
At least you're trying to hold it in.
Could you not pass it off as a few tears?
and then I just ran off. I just had to run away because I
Because your
couldn't.
body stops
Yeah.
going.
Horrific.
That's me. You know, when you're really trying to hold it in and you're like vibrating.
Yeah.
You're like,
Oh, it
people
hasn't
can see me.
Yeah.
That hasn't happened to me in ages, actually, and it is quite fun when you literally can't.
I had it last
contain
night. I was literally sending WhatsApps last night. Mike was asleep next to me in bed. I was creased. Like, I could not control myself to the point where I was just shaking in the bed. Just it was hysterical. I was laughing at myself. And then it was the fact that I was like, oh no, I'm waking him up. But I couldn't stop. I do it all the time. I love giggling.
You are a giggle.
Yeah,
my
I
mum
love
always
that.
called us the Giggle Sisters.
Yeah. Just the giggle system. I
We
think
used to
laugh-
call on the phone and she was like, I can tell it's Larissa because you just don't stop laughing. Like screeching laughing.
Yeah, although Mike now, when he hears the podcast, he's like, oh, I can hear you cackling. It's like, that's not a nice word. I was like, I'm tee-hee-heeing.
I'm a delicate little princess, remember?
Cackling around like, what is it,
Yeah,
coven
the
of
cauldron.
witches with
Yeah.
that cauldron.
Oh, love it. Go on, Charlotte, hit us with another.
Never have I ever fancied a colleague or a boss.
Well, my ex-husband was a colleague, so
And a boss?
he wasn't a boss, no.
Oh.
I wanted to know,
Let me have
but like a boss. Like, I think a boss would be fun, but
Oh, definitely. There's that element, and as much as he wasn't my
Oh.
boss,
okay.
there was that element of like him just being a bit senior because of like he worked in the posh restaurant and I worked in like the bar.
Yeah.
So there was that element of like I remember I was like kissing in a cupboard once.
That's exciting.
Yeah, because they
I love that sort of thing.
yeah, it's so fun. Like the room that they used as the restaurant, we used for afternoon tea in the afternoon.
I know the room.
So we'd put small tables out and then they'd have to reset it with like bigger tables because obviously I don't know, afternoon tea generally like you have 2 people or 3 people, 4 people, whereas they'd have like bigger parties, then they'd have to like bring out and dress the tables differently how they wanted it in the evening. So as I was putting away the afternoon tea stuff and he was getting out the restaurant stuff, there was just a moment in a cupboard and it's so fun.
Oh yeah, I'd be so here for that.
Charlotte's like, sign me up.
Get me a work crush. No, what is it?
Charlotte, have you had one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're
Not naming no names?
I'm not naming a name.
No, hold on.
but
A colleague or a boss or
A colleague.
a colleague? Okay.
I'm trying to think like when I travelled, probably loads, yeah.
Well, were they equally like young and just travelling? And
Yeah. I mean,
all
I'd
sorts
say
of casual.
things are. But yeah, I'd say before I went travelling. He
I'm
was
trying
a
to think
colleague.
of like my recent jobs, but no.
I'm trying to think of recent jobs.
Why are you giggling?
I've had so many.
She's like, yeah.
I might be married, but I can still look. So many.
I think there is a thing sometimes of like seniority in it being a bit like, oh,
It's not that. It's just some people are just damn hot. Honestly,
I mean, you worked in like hospitality as well, and I feel again it's like a young crowd. Like,
Honestly, I'll have to find the profiles to show you. I worked in one place, not for very long. Everyone, women and men, I was like, have I just walked into a modelling agency? Like, I honestly,
Really?
they were dicks, like, but so hot. It was like really odd.
love that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's turning up to work, all right, isn't it? Not enough, was it?
I was still crying in the toilet. Oh no. It was awful. But yeah, I think also part of it is that, you know, it's like you're not meant to. You're at work.
Oh yeah,
It's the like, ooh, it's the forbidden fruit.
yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Sign that contract.
I know.
No workplace, whatever it's called.
That
You
happened
must
a lot
involve HR.
in Harvey Nicks when my first job in Manchester. People were shagging in the warehouse downstairs, and it was caught on CCTV.
Wow,
A lot. Happened a lot.
a lot.
Yeah, it was.
As in, like they
always-
weren't necessarily together. It was just like a work
It was
affair,
just
maybe.
a lot going on. Yeah.
People
Wow.
always used to think that about me, and said guy before I went travelling in work.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, people were always like, what's going on in the storeroom? I was like, nothing counting stock. I was a little bit less fun and exciting back then.
You'd have liked it
matured
too, though,
into
no?
my yeah, sure.
Yeah. Right, go on. Never have I ever wanted to start over completely.
Yeah, welcome to me every other fucking week.
Charlotte 7.0.
Well, I think it was on version 42
Version
last.
42, so
Yeah.
maybe in all the odd numbers there wanting to start over.
Doesn't everyone though?
Well, when I was moving here, so obviously I was like, I didn't like where the girls were potentially going to go to high school, so I wanted to move areas. For a while, I was thinking about Canada and like looking at like how I would like move my career there, what you needed to be able to live there. I'd never visited it.
Charlotte would have gone with you.
Yeah, I was like, can you marry me and then we can go
Well, Australia
together?
was that one because you'd come back, hadn't you, from Australia, and it was
Yeah.
like, oh, you can go as a married couple and my job would get me in there. And she was like, well, we could just be married. And I was like, yeah, cool.
I think your mum was like, whoa, now she's really on board with it.
My mum keeps asking if we're getting married. I'm like, Mum, I think you've got the wrong idea here. But
Would you?
She should try to marry me off to your brother sometimes.
don't do that.
Would you consider it still to move away?
Yeah, probably.
Ooh.
But I think there's that element of family. Obviously, like my mum and dad, I'm really close with them, and the girls are really close with them. Sometimes I'm like, maybe they just moved too.
I feel like
But they claim they wouldn't. I'm like, but you would.
they would visit loads.
Yeah, but it depends. Like if you're talking Australia,
Yeah, no, that's different.
yeah.
Have you ever been to Australia?
Nope. Or Canada. So any of these countries I've never visited.
Maybe go Europe first and
I
then.
know, but then you have to learn a language. I think that was the thing. I was like, that like adds an extra element to the complication
That's
of the
true.
move.
I think there's an element of you want to start over and you're going to reinvent yourself, but that for me doesn't exist.
No.
Like I think even when I went to Australia, I was going to go and I was almost going to reinvent myself and I was going to be this different person. I wasn't. You're not. Like you are still innately you.
Yeah. If I'm
And-
shy here and don't have many friends, I'm probably going to be really lonely in Canada. Like I think I've got better and like I'm better at like speaking to people but at the time when I had those thoughts, or I was thinking, you know, I could meet someone there. Well, I've not met anyone here and I've got a good support system. So me and my 2 kids alone in Canada, probably not going to be the place where I go meet someone.
Interesting. Canada.
Yeah. I don't know why it was Canada. Don't know. I think it was just, again, thinking English-speaking countries, but not America.
And and I guess the visa would be somewhat accessible to you.
Yeah, it was places that I could take my job.
Oh. You learn something new every day on the pod. There you go.
She looks like she's got a file of facts over there.
I've got one.
Go on then, Larissa.
Never have I ever been kicked out of somewhere.
I have.
This has got to have happened to me.
At uni, we were at Manchester Uni, so people might remember if they went there. In Owens Park, it used to be a Friday night bop, where it was like a theme each week. You dress up as whatever the theme was. It was always fancy dress. And the queues for the toilets were always massive for the girls' toilets.
Obviously.
Nothing for the boys. So me and my friend were like, let's get the boys' toilets. So we went in the boys' toilets. Massive like bang on the door. This bouncer literally like got us and was like, get out, and like dragged us.
How disgusting is that?
I know.
Just
And
like,
I
I
was
just
like
wanna win.
devastated. I know, do you know what I mean? Like, no, I want to go back in. Luckily, I knew someone that like, only someone at uni, but that like worked there and they just let us back in like a different entrance.
I remember not getting kicked out, but I remember not getting let in to somewhere.
Oh.
What, 'cause you
Was
were
there a
really
reason why you think?
We were too drunk.
Oh, okay.
Black Dog Ballroom.
Oh.
Yeah, but is that the one where you went
Yeah,
downstairs?
yeah.
Yeah, on the corner of Tib Street. Yeah, I didn't get let in.
I've got.
I was out with you that night.
Did I not get let in?
No, you were in. I wasn't in.
Oh, did I have to come back out for you?
I don't remember what happened. No, I've got a feeling I left.
No, that makes me sound really horrible.
No, like I was fine with it.
Oh.
Hello. But yeah, I don't know if I must have been kicked out at some point. Like I've been some
I've been
states
kicked
in
out.
clubs.
Yeah.
Of a casino in Las Vegas.
Oh, what were you
Really?
doing? Counting cards?
When I mean,
Sorry.
so this was on the same coach trip with my eldest sister. I don't know what I was literally. I remember starting. I was 18. I remember saying to my sister, "I'm going to go to university and I'm not going to drink. Like I don't want to be that person that relies on alcohol."
So 18, you were not old enough to be in this casino?
No. Oh, no.
Okay.
So I'd taken, I mean, it was wild. I'd taken my sister's ID, but she was with me. As in, we were...
You both going for on the same name, one passport, one driving license.
But it was really strict in Las Vegas.
Yeah,
it was like...
I feel like all America
imagine.
is just like ID or no service.
So
Even in Canada, I used to have to give 2 forms of ID to get in somewhere.
When I mean we hustled this whole trip, for me, it was like the push-up bra was on, the heels were on, we were ready.
The lashes.
Yeah. Oh, maybe have to
not,
find
maybe,
pictures,
yeah.
but it was a Las Vegas portion of the trip. It was 2 nights in Vegas. First night we just kept it low key, and we went to like a magic show or something, which was ID because you got drink, and then we were like, we're in Las Vegas, like this, we need to like let loose.
I'm 18 and I need to let loose.
We bought Pepsi Max and a bottle of vodka that we then tipped away half the Pepsi and just filled it with vodka. It was like, you know, when you're drinking, just going, it was horrific. So we were like pre-drinking before a pre-drink. Like we got to a bar that had like welcome drinks, and we were absolutely smashed. It was like The Hangover. Like the stuff we did on this night was just unreal.
You're gonna have to give us a little juicy.
Me and my sister ended up getting with the same guy. Like barely remember it, but other people on this coach trip were having to tell us what we were doing.
Oh, you're on the coach trip.
It was a coach trip, and my sister was just smacking dollar bills onto a blackjack table, but going, hit me, and they were like, no, like please leave, and then she just kept doing it. And she just couldn't. We didn't know the rules of any of the casino games. We were just like, and it's like $1 bill is loads of money. So we just got escorted out.
Yeah.
But then we were staying in a motel where, you know, in America how they have like the concrete steps that go up the outside, and then we were on the top thing. My sister fell into the concrete steps, smashed nose, was covered in blood. I was vomiting everywhere. Then for some reason I was walking along that balcony just in knickers, just naked, and I was screaming my beads, and I had like an accessorized pearl bracelet on that my sister tried to grab me with, and the thing snapped and all the beads were all over this like walkway, and I was just there in my knickers just trying to pick them all up. We never made it into the beds. I was in the bath just being sick and just had the shower running. And then we were so scared the next morning that no one, because we had no friends on this coach trip, that no one would wake us up to get us there. So we went, I was convinced that it was like a 7 a.m. pickup, and it wasn't. It was like a 9 a.m. So I dragged my sister down with our bags.
We just sat there like...
Sat on a tarmac in Las Vegas, just a random tarmac of a sister hotel, but luckily then it was close enough that people were like, no, you're in the wrong place. Got us on the bus. My sister, just for like the 10 hours that we were driving from Vegas to somewhere else with a plastic bag, just being sick.
Was everyone else on this trip like,
hated us?
Who are these people?
Well, she did go to the toilet to be sick and then fell asleep on the toilet and locked herself in. So people were like hammering on the door, and they were like, it's broken. And I'm just sat there like hyper salivating, just rocking. Like, it was horrific.
Wow. That story.
Oh, that was just
the beads.
I think I was shouting.
It's like something I would become so fixated with as well.
We talk about it, and there's like a certain biscuit in America that every time my sister has something similar, because
does
it triggers
back?
because she tried to eat them on the coach to try and make herself not throw up. Oh, it was awful.
Oh, that's making me feel sick.
Kicked out of a casino in Vegas was a good one.
That's good.
That's quite cool, yeah.
Thank you.
And here's you saying you want to know his stories.
I know, 18. I peaked too early, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Never have I ever faked confidence to get through a disaster.
Yet again, welcome to my life. I'm a firm believer in like fake it till you make it. But then I have like a second part to that is like, if you never make it, are you just living a lie?
Oh, God.
Deep. You know, when I'm like,
So
yeah,
deep.
fake it till you make it. And then I'm like, yeah, but have I made it yet? Like, or am I just living a lie?
It's not just fake it till you make it, like through it then. Through the disaster. You've made
Still
it
not
through.
through life, but...
Oh, you don't want to be through life. Through each situation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fake it till you make... Yeah. All the time.
I think most of my social, like, gatherings, like, you know, when you go to weddings and you might not be, especially with Mike, I'd be like, it'd be his friend and I'm the...
Oh, I hate that.
And people are like, oh, your wife's so, like, bubbly and friendly. And I come home and I'm like a shell.
Drained.
Yeah, I was like, I cannot cope. Like, I just need to sit in a
Oh,
dark
no,
room.
I'm a quiet sitter if I'm not feeling like super comfortable in that situation or I don't know people. Or like, you know, you try and find like someone.
Yeah.
Not necessarily that you know, but like once I've made friends with you, we've started chatting,
Yeah.
you've got me for the night.
I've latched on. Yeah.
I can be either of the two in that scenario. I think it depends how I feel in myself that day, but...
The worst is when, like, in those situations and you go with like a plus, like you're a plus one and then the person you're with just leaves you. You're like,
Yeah.
help.
Because I cling on to that person. I'm like, you invited me.
Yeah.
Please look after me.
I feel like that's the story of like childhood things. You know, when you'd be invited to a party.
So
and you're
scary.
Like, where's Fern? Where's Charlotte? Where have they gone? Or in a club or something.
Yeah.
Oh, so many situations.
Oh no, I used to be the person at uni. I'd like go into the club with someone. They're like, we didn't see you all night. I was like, well, I was there. My credit card tells me I was there. So I don't know where I was, but I was up there.
Do you remember going out and spending a £5?
Oh, I remember like putting 20 like pound coins in my bag because my dad used to have because my dad used to always put his change into a pot. And sorry, Dad, it was meant for like our tram to school and school dinners. But like I think I'd just like take an extra £1 a day, and then when we went out like on a
don't think he
weekend
would have
every like
cared.
month, he wouldn't have cared. He'd probably give me an extra 20 to go out with. He'd probably like, here, take this. But I'd have these like £20 coins that I'd saved over like 4 weeks.
Yeah. Even the taxi from your house was
Everyone-
like a £5, wasn't it?
Yeah, and especially then when you split it between like, you know, we got a minivan, like say between 8 people, it was like, right, everyone owes £1.50.
It's wild.
But we'll not spend $1.50 on the cloakroom. Or
No,
God
don't bring your
forbid.
coat. Not spending on the cloakroom. What is it, like a double something for £1.50 or a double for £2?
It was so cheap.
And you'd already drank loads before. You'd got your Sainsbury's Basics vodka.
No, you were Mickey Fins.
It's making me feel sick just thinking about that.
Yeah.
It was the Asda's own Red Bull with vodka that I used to drink.
When you took it on the dance floor, you know, like the vodka Red Bull, which wasn't Red Bull, and it like glowed in the UV light.
I swear to God, my legs went blue once when I overdosed on Red Bull. I don't know, like...
Was it your eyes that went wrong or your legs?
I don't know. I'd been like pulling all-nighters for uni, like trying to like cram and revise and get everything done, and I'd been living off like Red Bull and Pro Plus, and I swear my legs went blue from the knees down. I don't know if it was just like fatigue or like my circulation was cutting off. I don't know.
That cheap Red Bull was also the night. One of the consequence of that was when my sister ended up ringing Fern's mum at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
What? I don't know about
the
this.
funniest thing.
My mum took my old number, I
Yes.
think. So I had a number at some point.
Okay.
And obviously at that point when you got a new SIM card, you just got a new number. So like I'd got a new SIM card,
it
but my
was
mum
the
was happy to
funniest.
take it. It was a weird like pay as you go contract. Like you didn't have to top it up, but you whatever. So my mum was like, I want that, because she didn't really use her phone. So this
It was
phone
the
had gone to her. She was out with
I
her
was on-
sisters.
it was-
Absolutely.
No, it wasn't. It was just one. It was the same Vegas sister. Big night out. Vodka Red. Well, it was like the cheap Red Bull.
Yeah.
We'd pre-drunk before we got to Fifth Ave. Why would you do that? Because the drinks are so cheap.
Because we were tight.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were there. I ended up being sick in the sink in the ladies' toilet. Like, it was horrific. And I'd been sick on myself, I think. Can't really remember. And then my sister, I was like, I need to go home. I was like shivering, you know, when you're like not well. And she was trying to pull this guy. And I was like, we need to go. So we ended up coming out. She went into a shop, like a kebab type shop. And for some reason she bought a pie. But one of those, you know, like steamed like a wig.
Oh, like a suet pudding.
Yes. I don't know where we were.
I love them. Steak and kidney pudding.
She had it. She was holding it in her hand, and I whacked it out of her hand. I was like, "It's raw." And then someone else was like, "That's how the pastry is." I was so concerned she was going to get ill, and I'm there just covered in sick.
You're concerned for her eating that pie.
Anyway, we couldn't get a taxi. We were like, what's going on? No one would pick us up, obviously, because I'm covered in sick. I've just assaulted my sister because she had a raw pie. And then I was like, obviously in our like drunken like stupor, I was like, my sister was like, Fern lives here. Fern's in Manchester. Call her. And I couldn't obviously use my phone. I don't know what was going on. And then my sister was like, I've got Fern's number. So she was calling Fern's number.
Which obviously she must have got years before. My mum, did she pick up?
Yeah. Oh, God. I was like, where are you? Do you need help? And I was like, we just need a taxi. I was like, I don't know whether your mum did help at this point, but we managed to get home. But I was just, honestly, the funniest.
Oh, God, I feel like you drank a lot, did you?
Oh, I get what I mean. But I started early because my eldest sister's 5 years difference.
Yeah.
So I had her ID. I went out into town when I was 14.
What?
Yeah.
I never even had a drink till I was like 17.
I only ever once used someone else's ID, which was Charlotte's, and she's 3 weeks before me, so I must have been like 17 and 11 months.
No, you'd come out in town with us.
No, not until I was 18, but I have an early birthday, my October birthday, so...
Because there's those, was it Till Late? What are those awful pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of me in those.
Anyway.
Right, we've got time for one more.
Mine aren't juicy.
Go on, Charlotte, what have you got?
Never have I ever had a friendship breakup hurt more than a romantic one.
Ooh. I mean, I've gone through like stages of friendships, and I feel like you do mourn the loss of friendships, and it does. I don't think
it's not the same as a romantic breakup, but I think
it leaves a hole in your life. Yeah.
I've definitely had it with one of our friends.
Oh.
Yeah, I think.
Is it almost more of an acceptance of the new normal?
The new normal, yeah, because I think we spoke a lot. We saw each other a lot, and then I'm the single one. She's married, has children, and doesn't have the same time. And for a long time, I found it really hard, like really hard.
As in, did you feel it was like a personal thing against you? Is that where the struggle came from? Or was it just more like...
Yeah. I was like, I can't believe she can't make time for me. Obviously turning it back on myself all the time. But yeah, no, I feel like... And up until maybe even 12, 18 months ago, I would talk about this.
Yeah,
I think. I'd be like, oh, can't believe you're not hearing from her.
Yeah, I had it with people that I worked with.
She's sassy tonight.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, two people that I worked with, and we were so close, like working together. Then at some point, like they left where we worked together, but we stayed really close. They'd like come round pretty much like 3-4 times a week in the evening, and then
I mean, I would reckon I saw them every other week.
Yeah, like you're now friends with them through me just seeing them so often and you being there. And then I moved here, and at the same time they moved. So they lived in the city centre near the train station, or like a walk away from the train station. And so when I moved here, they could still get the train, and then they moved and it just was that bit too far. Like they used to taxi to my old house, and that was really cheap and quite close, but too far to taxi, too far to walk. And it just changed the dynamic, and it was like, it was no one's fault, but like I definitely mourned that like loss of like those people that I relied on for company like 2-3 times a week. When it then becomes like once a month or less, you're like, whoa, there's no anger or resentment or anything. It just is like different phases of your life. Yeah, and they both have really nice jobs. And then when I talk to them, and they don't do the job I do anymore, and they're just like, yeah, it's cool, it's nice. I'm like, oh.
We used to bond over trauma.
I think we were trauma bonded, yeah.
Oh, I think that's anyone. I'm friends at work. Oh, choo-choo. Okay, are we ready for some good shit onlys of the week?
Yeah.
Go on then, Fern. You seem excited. What are you giving us this week?
So at work we play Bake Off. So alongside watching the Bake Off, or you don't even have to watch it, but we pull names out of a hat. Everyone gets assigned a person from Bake Off. When your person goes out, you have to bake for the team. My person went out. Obviously, that's not the good thing, but I baked. And I'm just dead proud of myself.
What did you bake?
Cinnamon swirl cupcake. So you put like layers of the batter with then like cinnamon sugar and then like layer batter and cinnamon sugar and like give it a little mixy with a toothpick with cinnamon cream cheese frosting and a cinnamon cookie on top. And now I made them last year and people love them so much. And I was the best bake last year that they were like, you have to do it again. So I did it again and everyone loved them again.
Where's ours?
I know. But
She cat's playing with the never have I ever's.
what are you doing?
No, she's playing with Fern's toes.
Yeah, so it was just proud of myself and well done me.
Yeah.
Everyone loved them.
Well
yeah,
done.
sorry I didn't save them because I made them on Tuesday and I feel like
Yeah.
a bit far now. Yeah, you wanted its best. There's some cream cheese frosting in the fridge.
Yeah, I did stick my finger in that before. Delish. Did double dip.
Larissa?
I feel like you can't have the same. I was going to say I've just been signed off and I'm healing and
On the up.
I'm on the up. I can't think.
Is that all we got? That's fine. Charlotte, come on, inspire us.
My good shit only this week. Oh, I'll tell you, I have still been reading the book in bed
Yeah.
Nice.
and not doom scrolling.
Well done.
It is changing my sleep routine
For the better.
for the better. Partly because I believe the book is slightly boring, which is perfect.
Is it a fiction or non-fiction?
Fiction, a classic. I think it's classed as a classic.
I think so.
What is it?
Is it 1984? George Orwell?
Not my genre.
No.
Yeah, I don't think it's Charlotte's either. That's why it's
So it's perfect.
sleeping half a page.
Yeah, like half a page. Sends me asleep. I do want to know what happens, but not enough. Like sometimes when I get into like a little bit of like a chick lit one, I'm like, oh, go on, keep going.
Yeah,
It's
it gets
1
you too
o'clock.
enthralled
But
and then...
yeah, I've been really sticking with the going up to bed, putting my phone on charge, not putting it in the bed, because then I can't even look at it in the night. You know, check the little Casio with the light if I need the time in the middle of the night. And then reading my book, and I do sleep so much better, to the point that one night I didn't do it. We'd been editing something together on the phone in bed.
Yeah.
Not in bed together. I was in
On the
bed and Fern was at her home in her bed.
Step down, Janet. We are not getting married.
And I didn't sleep as well that night.
Yeah, I
but
remember you
yeah, I
saying.
was like 9 times out of 10, I'm reading the book.
I
in
need
bed.
to do that.
Yeah, honestly, it takes the making the commitment. As you get in the room, I put the phone on charge, put it on the floor, set the alarm. Then I do my night routine. Then I brush my teeth, wash my face, do everything else. Then just get in the bed, and then it's like been locked and loaded, and it's
Nice.
done.
I do it sometimes, but then other times I like have it while I'm brushing my teeth, and you know, like it just comes with you, and like just scroll a bit, and then I'll just watch one more.
Oh, it's dangerous.
I did actually scroll last night, and it came across this video of this guy. Now, normally they're really attractive men. Now, he wasn't very attractive, but it was like he was staring at you through the camera, being like, "It's time to put your phone away. Come into bed with me." And I was like, "Okay, no, but I will put my phone away." Thanks for the message. It was funny. And he really wasn't very attractive, but
But he got you.
he made me do what he said. Put my phone down.
Fair play. Well, what a week.
Oh, I loved
Let's wrap
it.
up. Thanks, guys.
Right. Well,
Also, don't forget to give us your good shit onlys.
yeah, send them in. Send in.
That'll help us. Any questions, actually? We have started to get questions, but people still refuse to use the chat box that I put on the stories. That would help to organise the questions. Like,
would.
as much as it's lovely to hear from them in the DMs, but, you know, Actually, we love hearing.
We love hearing things in the DMs.
Oh yeah, get ready. Anyway, let's peace out.
Right. Don't forget to like, subscribe. What's it? Leave a 5-star
Hit the
review.
bell. Yeah, leave the reviews.
Heart us.
Yeah, do all the
everything.
things.
Show us your love.
Peace out.
Bye.